Alright, for all you people that sit there and say you want to sit here and watch paint dry, we'll sit here and watch paint dry. Riveting, isn't it? Almost makes you want to watch, snow plowing videos or some guy chopping a tree down by hand, or it's exciting. I know Mr. Heavy Chevy, he likes putting up videos of paint drying. Not too often though. I know 1963 Impala, he's probably freaking out right now. Probably pounding his fist on the table. His sweet iced tea is bouncing around, spilling. Sparky just went flying off into the rear corner. Ken's over there. Don't paint it, let it rusty. I can't let it do that. Gotta make it look nice on the bottom. We'll just keep it nasty on the top. So I won't paint the top, trust me. But everything else is gonna be nice and pretty. I don't know where I left off last time I made a video, which was only a day or two ago. But I got everything just kind of sitting here. I'm waiting for my sway bar, which I did order. Should be here this week. Once that shows up, I can put the front end together. Steering box is in, other than I gotta get one shorter bolt. Brake booster's mounted up with my homemade bracketry. I think that'll work just fine. And if you weren't paying attention the last time I made a video on that, I did beef up the firewall. I'm not going to go into detail how I did it, but it's a lot stiffer than what it should be. And I've seen a lot of these cars and pickups where people just, throw the master on the firewall when the master is actually down below. And every time you push in the brake pedal, the master, does one of these things. It's seesawing over the firewall. All that does is this going to cause it to break away, and one day you're going to push in the pedal, and that's going to go flying away from the firewall, and you're going to have an accident. And I've explained that to people too, and they just look at me funny like, it ain't going to do that. So, well, your day will come. But, no, I got this one beefed up. This one, it ain't moving. And I got the pedal assembly already bolted in. I got my insulation all the way across the firewall, so now I'll just poke my holes where I need them. I did spend the morning researching parts since I had the day off. And I see heater cores for 1954 Chevy with the deluxe heater. Yeah, I'm not paying that much. Holy crud. And I'm sure I can get this one fixed, but it's a 1954 heater core. Oh, come here, you. It did leak, or it was leaking. And it's got some goofy frickin' valvage on here that, they could have just made this really simple with a valve to operate it with a cable, but no. This one's got bellows, and it must sense heat, and it moves a valve, and these are insanely expensive on the internet. Definitely not going to buy one of them. So I did some research. I had a link to some heater cores, and I found a heater core that's going to work. I'll modify some stuff. And then I found a valve, just a regular cable valve, 90 degree. So once that gets here and I get it all mocked up, I'll show you what I did. Yeah, I could send this out, I can get it fixed, but the problem is, I don't know what it is in your areas of the world, but in my area of the world, radiator repair shops don't really exist anymore because radiators are throwaway. I do know of a couple in Milwaukee, and I'm sure they could fix it. But what they're going to charge me to fix that, I'll have, way less into what I'm going to do, so I'll put it on eBay or something. Some other freak will buy it. But I got little pieces, parts cleaned up for it. It's dark over here, you're not going to see nothing, but I'll go turn the light on. That's what I'll do. See? Another boring video. Dug up my parts. I don't even know what's in these boxes. I bought this car, it was all apart. So it's, it's a learning curve for me too. I kind of like basket cases. Adds to the adventure. So I do got the two pieces cleaned up. They were full of raccoon poop and mouse poop and any other kind of poop you can think of, and they were rusty and nasty. So a good sandblasting on the outside, and You know, the real nasty stuff on the inside I already scraped off. This one wasn't too bad. This one was pretty gross inside. This one got all cleaned up. I do have a 12-volt motor coming, so I'll convert my mounting plate to hold a 12-volt motor along with the squirrel cage. That'll take care of that problem. The heater core I got will easily fit in here. So I'll make the bracketry. I'll cut 2 slots over here so my hoses come out. I'll mount my valve over here, and then the hoses go through the firewall, and voila, heat. Because where I live, you want to have heat. Insulation I used. So yeah, that's it. And if we had smell-o-vision, that's gear oil. What's brake clean in it, but it smells good. I don't know. A lot of people don't like the smell of gear oil, but I kind of like it. I did run the numbers on this. It is a 71 Nova, which is pretty much what the guy told me it was going to be. It's got 273 gears in it, open differential, which is, he told me it was a 308, but actually the 273 works out better for me because I want this thing to be a road car, not a drag car. The brakes are like brand new, so I'll reuse them, but I do have wheel cylinders. And for whatever reason, someone took all the hardware off of that one, so I just bought a hardware kit. But they're nice shape. I mean, they'll get me another, 30,000 miles where I gotta worry about changing them, and they're nice bonded ones, so they'll work. Lucky for me, the parts store actually had the parts in stock, which is amazing. At least that stuff. They didn't have my heater core. I do have the rear springs mounted. I bought a PCI kit, and I've had pretty good luck with them, but I don't know, I wasn't too happy with this one. Where they told me the holes were going to line up, they didn't. And that's a couple of little things, but it wasn't nothing major. I made it work. That center's all good, so that's cool. But like I said, just took a little bit more measuring and I just made it work. The holes do line up, it's just the holes that I would like to see line up didn't line up. But I took care of that problem. And that's about it, that's where I'm at. Another boring video, in my opinion, but I know you guys like them, so I'm gonna keep crack-a-lacking here. Hopefully this paint will dry before I go home and I can put a layer of black on it and stick it in the car tomorrow. So, talk to you guys later.